so far?
It's going great. This is like the first stop of the day. We have a long day ahead, so I'm sure I'll be able to see a little more.
Is there anything that you, as if you're a fan of anything on the floor, that you would want to check out, or something here that you're a big fan of that you would like to see?
I'm excited to see Captain Marvel. I know that's the next big thing that's coming out. So I try not to watch trailers because I feel like sometimes they give away quite a bit. So I've held off, but just to see a lot of the cosplayers and maybe a brand new teaser, I'm excited to see.
Is there someone you would cosplay as?
Patriot, of course, 'cause, that's a given. But I think if not my character, either Black Panther or Miles Morales.
Okay.
Excellent. So Squirrel Girl and Kamala are kind of outsiders who find strength in that. Dante is sort of angsty and trying to cope with his powers. And Patriot's sort of like, I was saying, Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles. He's like the natural leader guy.
Yeah.
Where did you fall when you were a teenager? Which side of that equation?
I feel like I had a pretty nice balance of both, to be honest. I feel like, using the Ninja Turtles reference, I feel like I'm a little bit of Leo and Michelangelo.
Oh, really?
Have that goofy side. Yeah, have that goofy side, but when necessary, able to get serious and handle my business. So, yeah.
So you're able to pull from that when you were creating this character.
Yeah. He's a little more by the book than I am, but I think that's one of the things I admire about him, and I kind of want to strive to be a little more a little more by the book. Like I said, it's a balance of knowing when to be by the book and knowing when to operate in the gray area is what I like to call it. So that's definitely one of the things that I would like to work on.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
So did you familiarize yourself with comic books before getting into this role, or did you already have that exposure?
I did have to do a little research. I didn't go as far as the comic books. I had to do it quick. I had to use the internet, so I haven't had a chance to purchase the comic books, really dive into the story. But I did want to make sure that I knew enough to give a well-rounded performance.
Well, you know people now, so I'm sure they could hook you up.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You got to be a little careful when you first get the job. Can't ask for too much, So I'll probably get a couple myself, and then I'll talk about it, whisper, nudge a couple people hey, yeah, I just got this comic book, and see what they say. Hopefully they don't listen to this.
So Patriot admires and respects Captain America. How does his hero inform Rashawn's character?
I feel like just from the beginning, he's Captain America's protege. So, he's had Captain America has had a lot of influence on Rashawn, and I think molded him into the character and the person that he is. As far as just going by the book and trying to uphold honesty, integrity, and order and things like that. So I feel like just from jump, he's been influenced by it. So I think the biggest struggle for Rashawn is going to be finding his own life. He's in Captain America's shadow. He's got a lot to live up to, but he has to establish his own identity. So I think that's something that the audience will get to see.
Awesome. Thank you.
When you're the voice, how do you find your voice? And when you're heading into the sessions and warm up, or sort of mantra you go over to sort of get you into character and into voice?
They play back a piece of what we've done from a certain any random part of the stuff that we've voiced. So I think that is what really kind of gets me in, just my cadence and things like that. No real mantra. I feel like he's not that difficult a character to voice just because it's something that I can pull from. I'm not a by the book person, but I could be. Everybody can be. has the ability to. It's just what you decide to do. I just decided to be a little more goofy and a little more, laid back. But when necessary, I can turn it on. So I think that's what I pull from when I play it.
This is a children's program, but the origin of Patriot is a bit mature. I mean, he dealt with addictions, and stuff like that. So, will the show be having any sort of intimate such a theme, or?
I doubt it, just because of how mature that subject matter is. Yeah. I'm not sure. You never know. They may age them a little bit and then decide to deal with that. But as of right now, we're just keeping it PG or G, actually. So, yeah, I'm just excited with this version of him, a little more, lighthearted, not as dark. So, I don't know. They may explore that later, or like do some live action stuff with it. Never know.
When they introduced your character, I was really excited. They didn't decide to just go with a younger Falcon, a new character, refreshing thing. But at the end of the last movie, they did set up that Steve Rogers is talking to Captain Marvel. What can you tease about that, anything at all?
Nothing, because I didn't know about it until I saw it as well. I was like, oh, he's in there. Okay, cool. So it was a surprise to me as well. I think he said it best. He's just trying to step back and give Rayshawn his opportunity to kind of get his own identity. So I don't know how much we'll see of him just because of that statement.
Do you think they have? We can't answer this either. Do you think they have a positive, or is he really trying to break away from him in this mindset right now?
I'm not sure. I'm really in the dark about it.
Yeah.
I'm really in the dark about it. But I could see a possibility of him maybe being on a mission or something, and just seeing the struggle of Rayshawn being so close to his role model, and just trying to prove, him being the leader of the new team, and him just trying to prove to his role model, like overdoing it, overcompensating a little bit. So I feel like that's something that they may be able to tease, but that's just my opinion. I have no idea what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So when you're doing the recording sessions, you're in a group. Can you see the other people recording? How does that influence your performance? And how did they? And with some more experienced voice actors, how do they make you feel welcome?
Yes. We are set up like we are right now, really right next to each other. It's a little bit of space because of mics and things like that. But I think being able to see each other and interact with each other and play off of each other, it gives a more genuine feel. So with the witty banter that me and Squirrel Girl have, or any other characters that have witty banter or joke and play and laugh.
It requires a lot of time.
Yeah. Timing. I feel like that's imperative for us to be in the room, because it just gives a different feel. And I feel like it makes the projects more special, knowing that it wasn't separate, and they just pieced it together, we all recorded this project together.
And with the other voice actors, was there anyone that you looked to kind of, not just on this project, but any voice performance that you're appreciative of, or something that you look to kind of help you in finding the voice for the future?
I subconsciously take from every person that I see do their part in the project. Just little things like acting it out. I feel like that's one of the things a lot of people probably misconceive. It's oh, they can't see me, I probably shouldn't act it out. But acting it out gives a more genuine feel to the emotion that you're trying to evoke. One of the people who blew my mind was D. Bradley Baker, because I didn't know he was D. Bradley Baker until he started doing the voice noises, because he voices Tippy Toe and Lockjaw. So to see him actually do that blew my mind, because I used to watch Phineas and Ferb, and there's numerous projects. That's the top one for me. But like just seeing him actually do those noises was incredible.
Yeah, he's a voiceover.
Yeah,
hero.
he is for sure. For sure.
Have you tried any of the noises yourself?
Absolutely not.
Can you do any of the noises?
Absolutely not. I went home and I tried it because I didn't want to put that on anybody's ears, to butcher anybody's ears. But no, I didn't try it. But it was definitely just amazing to see, and just to see his process of it as well. Because I wouldn't have thought that like he uses his hands to make some of the noises, but he does. Like for the dog, he like kind of smushes his cheeks together in a way.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting to see how he got into his voice. Milana, she is super like animated. So it's cool to see that, and I pull from that as well. As far as my character is pretty chill, pretty low key. So so I don't have as much energy as she has, but to be around that energy is like a residual thing.
I was going to ask, do you think that animation like comics allow for a different type of personal connection to audiences that's different from like big or small screen stuff, live action?
Yes, I think it plays into more of a person's imagination with animation, and you see different interpretations of the character. That you may have seen the character as one thing, and then you look at the animation and it's a different character. A different image of what you previously saw. So I think that is like probably the biggest difference for me.
It really hurts.
It brings them to life in a different way?
Yeah. What is the question again? I didn't answer that. Looking back.
It's okay, don't worry about it. I think, yeah, it's okay. Do you want to ask something before you go?
I guess what are you most excited for audiences to see?
I think I'm really excited for the audience to see like such a big female-led cast, and just to see like females empowered, and for them to like the way Marvel has done it is they have all these female leads, but none of them fight over the spotlight. They each have their chance to shine, which I really like, and I think that's one of the most powerful things about this project is showing young boys and young girls, or young boys, not to be intimidated by a strong female, and to kind of, it's okay to look up to your strong females, and to kind of pull yourself up to their level, and then for females to see that, it's considered a man's world, so to have a female-led cast is, I think it's really important for the next generation, just to see, so that we can have more equality.
Thank you all so much.